Now let's take a look at BitMEX. It can look more difficult and more advanced, which technically it is, but it is the same thing as I showed you on Bitfinex. But this is not as straightforward, but in some ways it is even better, or at least as good. So this is my history. I just made a quick account. I named Villain, it's for fun, and I want to show you this. This is 1 month history on BitMEX, and I'll explain you right now. In BitMEX, everything here is quoted in Bitcoin. Even if you can, let's say right here, I can place $5,000 bet, but as you can see, this is the cost. It is quoted in Bitcoin. Everything is quoted in Bitcoin. Let's go here. Let's say you have $10,000 and you will buy 1 Bitcoin. So now you are owner of 1 BTC. When you go to Bitcoin, BitMEX, and let's do it this way. And this is the price. Let's say the price is the same so you can understand it easier. So 1 Bitcoin, $10,000. Right? So now you have 1 Bitcoin. So what will you do is that you put your whole amount that you have, which is $10,000, and this is the leverage, right? But you will use this. You will click 1x and you will sell. Of course, I don't have sufficient funds here, but you will sell or short it. Doesn't matter at what price. Just do it, and that's it. I know I know it looks kind of confusing, but it is really clear, and I'll try to explain right now. As you can see on the upper corner here, this is funding rate. This is the rate from Bitfinex, right? Current rate. Or here, USDT. This is the current rate. And this is the rate on BitMEX. And as you can see, next funding will be in 6 hours and 46 minutes, because funding in BitMEX is every 8 hours. Three times a day. And once again, it is the same as it is on Bitfinex. It is the same thing on BitMEX. When the price is going up, the funding is higher, because people want to borrow money to jump on the wagon. And when the price is going, because they are encouraging people to short, because if everybody is playing this, everybody is playing long. Everybody want to go long. Everybody want to play an upside. The funding is bigger because they want to encourage you that when you enter the market, let's say here, and you enter it with a limit order, not by market. Market means that it will execute you immediately, so you'll be paying fees because you want to jump right in. But let's say if you click on this price, as you can, and I put limit, and I see, and I click this price, this is the latest price, and I put limit order, and I'll sell short it. When I get filled, I'll be getting this from my amount of money. So if I open position with $10,000, I will earn this automatically. It doesn't matter if the price is going up or down. When I'll be filled, this is what I'll receive. And the price is changing every 8 hours. It depends on your time zone, but in my time zone I am on European time, so it is, you know, in the morning, afternoon, and then later in the night, or early morning if you want to say so. So once again, if price is quite strong going upwards, funding will be high. And if you want X short and hold it, basically you'll be getting this kind of amount every 8 hours, 3 times a day. And you will be notified when the price won't be this high, because you'll see that this is the funding, and in 6 hours you will take a look at the funding, and funding won't be negative. It can go 0.02, 0.01, 0.01, and it will be, you know, for example, when price action was like this, when it wasn't doing anything, the funding was like 0.01, because it was, you know, boring. When it goes up for a certain amount of time, funding will be more like this, high and lucrative. And when price will be going down, like for a long time, if this would be, you know, opposite way, I don't know, let's say this is the daily chart, for pretend this is the daily, the price is going down, down, down. At this at this period of time, you won't get paid if you will be 1x short, because obviously they want to encourage people to go long, so the funding will be opposite. So basically, if price is falling hard, funding is negative, so it is no bueno, no good for you. When the price is going up, like right now, price is really good, and if price funding is really good, sorry. And if price is going sideways like this, you'll get funding, but not like this. You get like 0.01 or 0.02. So what you want to do is, when the price is falling, like for a, you know, quite a long period of time, you want to exit your 1x strategy, and you can put it here, for example, right? But for the most time, when you look at the summary of days, and you'll take a look at the monthly and month by month. So annual, you always be in profit, like big time in profit, around 15%, because you can have January can go up and sideways. Let's say you earn February, you earn March, you won't, then you earn, then you won't, earn, and all together it is like 15% annual. And as you can see right now, but what they're talking about, this is your 1x position that you opened with your whole amount, and you are 25%, you know, in minus, because you opened here. Let's see on the daily, you shorted here at this point, and price went up, so you are 20%, you know, the price is going 20% against you. No, because when you put 1 BTC, which is $10,000, and you go $10,000 1x short, you put it on 1x short, and Bitcoin, the next price of Bitcoin will be $20,000, and you 1x short it, it means that now you have half of the Bitcoin. So now you have only 0.5 Bitcoin. But 0.5 Bitcoin, when the price is 20,000, is still 10,000. So basically what you are doing by going 1x short is that you are changing the amount of your Bitcoin. You can go from 1 BTC to 0.5 BTC, but you are, the amount of your dollars is the same. You still have $10,000, but you are collecting funding. So your money stack doesn't change. You still have 10K, but you are getting 3 times a day this funding rate. Now let's go to my history. So trade history. This is 1 month, and as you can see, green are when we were receiving funding. 3 times a day. This was the boring times that I showed you. This is basically this remove drawings. This is the period when it was very boring, and we still get this kind of 0.0. So basically we were getting 0.03 per day, because we were getting this 3 times a day. And where price went up in the last days, couple days, you see that today, let's say last 24 hours, we earn like 0.15%. So if you do this with $100,000, you are basically earning like $150 for nothing, really, because once again, we don't care if price is going up, price is going down. It's not our fight. We are holding our money. All is changing is our amount of Bitcoin, and we are collecting funding that is, that is coming from our stack. And this is trading history, and I saved it before in CVS here, so you can see it. This is the funding. Sorry, this is the funding. As you can see, I don't have the last one because it just jumped there. You see, this is the 0.1, and then 2.3, and then 786, and I have 2.3 and 786, so I don't have the 0.01, but this is the 30 days. So let's put it together. So once again, this is our funding column, and we can do summary. Right. So this was our 1 month profit for basically doing nothing, just pressing 1x short, and this was it, 1.35%. So if we go here and let's see, what was the rate again? The rate is 0.35. okay, let's see, 0.35%, and per, let's say, 12 months, right? This is number of trades, but it can be number of months, doesn't matter. This is our profit, like annual profit. You cannot get this like nowhere, basically. You cannot get it nowhere. It's 17% for doing nothing. So if you put $100,000 there, in 1 month you are making this amount of money. As you can see, this is not theory, this is like my actual 1 month history, and where you can see all funding. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, only like 5 days with the funding that we were paying when the price went falling hard, but other days all green we were receiving. And this is what I said before. You can lost money even in 1 month or in 2 weeks or 1 week, but when you when you look at historical data on internet, annual BitMEX funding rate profit is always like, I don't know, like 10 to 15% ish, let's say, a year. And this is absolutely by doing nothing. You can do this, you can just basically put your money, click 1x, and in 1 year you can collect, I don't know, like 15%, or even if it will be only, 12%. You are not trading, you are not doing anything. So let's see. So basically 135 in 12 months. This is 2 months, sorry, but in 12 months this is your profit. So let's say that this is number of years, and we put not 17, let's only put 12, let's say, like 12% for 10 years. You just made $200,000 in 10 years. 10 years is 120 months. You are making this amount of money every month by doing nothing, and it is basically tax-free, because it is not like even on BitMEX where you can put your money and lend it. Here you actually are holding open position, because if you look at my chart right now, this was my entry, this is my percentage. I'm still holding the trade, so you cannot pay any gain in taxes, because it isn't even closed.